Every chosen one I know is on some level afraid of persecution, of being unalived. Most chosen ones stop right there. And essentially, the unspoken thing is I'm a chosen one. It's dangerous for me to be on earth. My life is on the line. It's a suicide effort for me to even bring forth what I was born to bring forth. Therefore, I will be in hermit mode. I will be withdrawn. I will play a normal life. This is essentially what's going on inside of the heart and mind of chosen ones. I want to play a little bit of a clip for you that is from a TikTok live stream that I did earlier today, and then I'm going to come back and say a bit more about it.
High level, y'all love to talk about this shit in a fucking YouTube video, but scared to fucking live it. Nigga, get out my fucking face or do the work. This is why you motherfuckers can't. We love to get in the comments on a video. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Because we chosen, because we the God's elite. We the God's elite. So you mean to tell me you the God's elite and you meant to be here on earth scared, conquered by this, that, and the third? The enemy is after you, so you got to stay in her. You mean to tell me you don't have the superiority to be able to tap into an unseen thing? To be able to expand and be in the frequency and walk around and connect and see your likeness and reach out and call them and strike through their own fear and do what you came here to do. Is that what you telling me? Tell me, what is it? What is it? You see what I mean? It's because you've been making fear-based decisions for 10 years and now you're locked. Yes or no? Scared? Oh, I got to pay these bills. Making these minion-ass decisions in your life and calling it what? Well, cause what? You see?
So first of all, I would like for you to answer my question from that clip in the comments. Yes? No? If your answer is yes, we're meant to just be here and afraid and not do what we came here to do and to be in hermit mode and isolated, then okay. Maybe you can click away. Maybe you can listen to the rest of this video. However, if your answer is no to the question I just played in that last clip, then what's the answer? In this video, I have the answer. In short, the answer is to go directly into the fear. Now I will elaborate. I've talked repeatedly at this irrational fear I had of being killed starting in 2012. And up until as recently as 2021, it was still alive in my system. And I've talked about the death rituals and other things that I came to do to reconcile my fear of death. That's one way to go about this. There are other ways. The most potent way that I see now for reconciling and dissolving fear of being unalived is when two or more of the right ones come fully into one another. Right now, what's socially normal, what content online is full of, is this on the male side of some chosen ones and then lots of other non-chosen melanin dominant men, is this almost like this knee-jerk programmed way of separating by way of feminism. Like feminism is the cause for all of this. Feminism. It feels more so like a propaganda. So that's on the male side. And I could say more, but I'll leave it at that because that's so loud and prominent and holds us like this divisive boulder between the coming fully into, as I said a moment ago, as the means to reconcile and dissolve fear of being unalived. And that what's required to do that and potently is for the melanin dominant man and woman who are chosen to come fully into connection with one another. And that one of the boulders I see is this knee-jerk, almost like a programmed into the brain of putting feminism as a fake boulder, as a fake problem. On the woman's side, I see a lot of blaming and projecting onto men and being a lack of owning one's own power, which leaves you with nothing left to do but place the attention onto why you don't have the power. Men, it's a false distraction that keeps the man over here touting feminism and fear and whatever other hate that he has going on, and keeps the woman over here talking about men ain't shit and blaming while keeping her completely out of her being the very power that's drastically influencing the male. So, how does the male chosen one and how does the female chosen one get beyond these fake boulders, these fake divisive wars? As I always say, radical honesty. On the male side, how many feminists, Black feminists, do you personally know? And how many Black women of power who are sincere, who are of heart, have you actually spoken to? And spoken to with curiosity and care, like actually powerful women, not women who you want to say what you want to hear, who are agreeable. How honest are you about your intent? Is your intent really like you just want to do what you want to do? And I'm just sick of these bitches having an opinion anyway. And I'm just going to go get me a submissive girl because they know I'm going to go get me an innocent, young thing because whatever the reason you have for doing that. Like, have you gotten honest about what your true intent is creating this idea of feminism just a ploy to maintain your separation from powerful women? And perhaps I'm, speaking to the wrong melanin dominant man in this video. I just see that as, even for the ones who aren't saying it, it lives there. And then for the ones who, so what I'll do is I'll put him to the side now, the one who's hollering about feminism as a fake war and means for separation and going off to, other places to find naive young things, right? And talk about those of you who do not have feminism as a fake wall of division between you and the chosen melanin dominant woman. And your thing is an unspoken insecurity and fear about what the woman is. When we remove all the impositions and the survival ideologies and dogma, okay, the survival that you are this, what so much of the teaching is in the church that has defiled the feminine and disrespects and ignores her and reframes her as this weak, incompetent thing. And I will speak more about that in another video. And has positioned you as this all-knowing, superior thing that's over her, that teaches her about life and, this just fairy tale that religion has created as a means to bind humanity. Because we know that a man left to himself to wield power, will divide and conquer. And that when the full feminine is brought into relationship, and in this context, we can say the divine feminine. I prefer the full feminine, but because I know divine feminine is more sugary to your ears, the divine feminine and the divine masculine, and perhaps that, I don't mean that, I really do mean divine. I really do mean divine. Okay? When I hear people talk about divine masculine and divine feminine, and in the same breath, true divinity knows the way and goes the way. This fake divine masculine and this fake divine feminine, any war is false. The idea of feminine, like anything and everything. When your true intent is to be in harmony, man with woman, woman with man, and for the two to come together and create, they do it. They reach out. It's just clear. The direction and way is made. It's just so simple. So if there's any struggle on any side, question what your actual intent is, because this is not hard. I sit here so clear. The instruction that I've gotten to reach out to him and her over the years, and the instruction, and it's all easy. It's been what's going to happen when I do this that's made me say something. The divinity of it is very clear, light, easy. And then it's like, whoa, what's going to happen when I reach out to him, to her? And almost always my reach out is rejected. Fear, skeptical, the male side and the female side. Folks are not walking in their divinity. A big part of it is because their heart and minds are in submission to fear. fear that there's some great power that is bigger than them. And the truth is, it's because they're not in true devotion, going right into the center of their fear of being annihilated. That's what's required of us, going right into the center of the fear of being annihilated. And when I say that, do you immediately see how unwilling you are, or how unwilling you are to do that, or how willing you are? You see, it's not about some war. It's not about all these things we point to for why it's not happening. No, it's what's going on inside your heart, your mind, my heart, my mind. Check your intent. Do you really just want to do what you want to do? And you've already decided that to be chosen is to live a life of fear and withdrawal and doing normal things to cloak. And that's why you're here, because the powers that be are bigger than you. And that's that. Or is there some radical honesty for you to do it yourself? If you're ready to say yes to your divine assignment, your truly divine assignment, not this spiritually romantic idea of spirituality and co-creating with your divine counterpart. I mean, truly going into the seed, the source of it, to get to the power that's required for you to do the work that the world has yet to see. You can book a call with me at the link in my description.